like you know who I am, but you don't. You got me on my toes. So that's a Jonas Brothers impression. And then what other impressions I got? I do a pretty decent Owl City impression, which is like it's very like floaty and very airy and breathy in the voice. So it's like, you would not believe your eyes if 10 million fireflies lit up the world as I fell asleep. That's how you do Owl City. Just do the. I'd like to make myself believe that planet Earth moves slowly. Vocal impressions are fun for people who want to do like voice acting and stuff like that too. The best way to, I feel like, become halfway decent is just to try and impersonate people, either cartoons or even vocalists and other characters and stuff. So that's a good way to get into it. Just start trying to impersonate people. I remember that's what I did as a kid. I just watched a lot of like cartoons and try to impersonate characters, and so you get good at kind of doing different voices and stuff like that, which is kind of a blast. That's funny. Thank you for the sweet praise and having fun with me as I do these ridiculous impressions. I've been told that you look like Dylan O'Brien, because you do, and I'm all for it, and probably why I started watching you, but I'm glad I stayed because you're a good actor singer. That's really funny. Fun story actually. So people always say that I look kind of like Dylan O'Brien. I've gotten that a lot. I get Dylan O'Brien and Logan Lerman, but I think the time that I really felt like I sent it over the edge was I was at a Comic-Con in Australia, and a cast member from Teen Wolf came into the room, and I was just kind of sitting there on my phone doing whatever, and and she kind of was like slowly walking up and just very awkwardly staring at me, and I was kind of like, in my peripheral vision was like, hi, and she kind of noticed that I noticed her being kind of awkward, and then she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry. She's like, you look just like one of my cast members, Dylan. I thought you were him, but since we're in Australia and he didn't tell me, I just kind of freaked me out. And I was like, oh yeah, no worries. So we ended up taking it out. She's super cool. Why am I blanking on her name right now? I haven't seen her in forever. That's let me think. Why am I blanking on her name? Let me find it. Who was that? Teen Wolf cast. Who's in the cast of Teen Wolf? Where are you at? Teen Wolf cast? Crystal Reed. Yeah, so Crystal Reed thought I was basically Dylan O'Brien for like 20 seconds in a Comic-Con green room, which is really funny. And then another time I was at the Teen Choice Awards, and I happened to be wearing something very similar to Logan Lerman. We both were wearing some type of gray shirt with like a jacket over it. And when I was leaving, there's like a back area where our cars were picking us up, and this really sweet kid came up to me, and he was like, excuse me, can I talk to you for a sec? And I kind of was like, yeah, sure, like, what's up? And he goes, I just want to say, like, you are such an inspiration to me, and I really love the band. I was like, oh, thank you so much. And then he goes, I thought you were just amazing in Perks of Being a Wallflower. And at that moment, I was like, oh, crap, he thinks I'm Logan Lerman. And I was like, I don't want to, like, crush this kid's, like, feelings because he was so genuine. So I was just like, thanks, man. I was like, yeah, we really put a lot of work into that movie. We're really proud of it. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's a great film. So glad to be a part of it. And then I left. I'm glad that he didn't try to take a picture with me, because if he had, he would have realized later on that I was definitely not Logan Lerman. So that's I like being thought of as other people. It's pretty funny. Hopefully that continues over time. But that's one of my favorite stories of being mistaken for someone else. So, well.